Well, this is our home grounds here. Our family goes back for generations. It's right here where we're located, this children's home. I was born one of 13 children, and really what I wanted to do originally was just to have a big family. So we built this home. The original home had, I think, 17,000 square feet in it, and we were just going to take in children that needed a home until we got 13, 14, 15 children. So it originally wasn't a children's home at all. That's how it got started. Phone rang one day, and this lady said, I want to talk with you. We have a daughter that's 15 years old, straight A, cheerleader. We don't want her to have an abortion. Will you take in the baby when it's born? And we agreed to, and took that baby in. We named him Adam because he was to be the first of many. Well, it started out to be 13 or 14 or 15, just to have a family, a big family like I was raised in. We woke up one day, we had 34 kids in our house. 34 kids. And he said, this is insane.
In one house, and it was just you and Mom.
In this house, and we were Mom and Daddy, and we were doing it on our own, and we were broke. We couldn't even pay the light bill. Mortgage was foreclosed on. Your mama was getting up every morning packing lunch for 26 kids. We had 5 in diapers, and we were broke. And that's when we founded the children's home. I had an old gentleman that came along and said, what in the world are you trying to do? He said, you had a good idea. The only thing was that your heart was bigger than your pocketbook. He said, let's fix that. This old gentleman's name's Steve Watkins, and he founded the children's home, did all the articles of corporation, the bylaws and so forth, and that's how the actual children's home got started a number of years later. Well, you know, one thing people need to know that, and one thing that impresses folks, I think, is that we operate on the old-fashioned foundation principles that this country operated on many years ago, when each little neighborhood took care of its own needs before we turned everything over to the government. So we have resisted being a government agency. We've resisted taking in federal or state funds. Instead, we have demonstrated the way that I think God would have us to do, and that's each of us recognize who our neighbor is, and that's whoever's in need, and reach out to our neighbor and try to solve the problems without delegating it to the bureaucracy or to the state. Because no matter how hard they try, the state is not capable of legislating compassion, and we have it here. We have compassion. That's what makes this place work. It's not a matter you're going to stay here 2 weeks and then go to another foster home, and stay there 2 weeks and go to another foster home. You become our child, and we are there for you from now on. The kids are our kids, and like you say, they're kind of like it's a community thing. They're not only our kids, they're the community's kids, and that's what makes it all work. Our ultimate goal is to present as many children as we possibly can with a very simple plan of salvation, and something happen in their lives that will make a difference, not only in this life, but throughout eternity.
For us growing up, we don't really realize it when we're growing up as a child here. You know, this is just, it's home. You have Mom and Daddy, and it's home. Like, this is my heart. This is, I'm not happy anywhere else. You know, I've been other places. And I don't know, your heart always knows where your home is. And I just can't imagine being anywhere else with all the money in the world, with the most perfect person in the world, with, you could give me anything and everything, and if I wasn't here, I know that God wouldn't grow it. I know that I wouldn't be at peace with who I'm supposed to be.
She, to me, represents the best of what this place stands for, and is to help to develop a child from the inside out.